So today I'm going to continue with the first painting that I started in a series for an exhibition I'm working towards, and it's been drying now for about 2 weeks. It's settled nicely. I put down the initial marks and I'm working into it a little bit today. So everything underneath there has settled nicely and dried, and all I really want to do in this session is add a little bit of more different colors into there are a lot of reds, which I just want to add some blues and some cooler colors into the painting, but not losing any of the initial marks, because there's some beautiful subtle marks that have settled in in the drying time. That's about as much as I'm going to paint into it. And I basically just want to glaze over it here with more ultramarines and browns to break the red, because I don't quite like the red. I want the whole painting to have a very cool effect in the end, as in cool as in blue, as in a cool color. And it could be cool. Cool would be nice too. So this is going to be a very subtle glazing exercise. I'm just going to very, very gently put some blue washes over the red so it comes out in a kind of almost a purpley color. And there you can see that none of the underneath marks are really being affected. I'm not moving anything or killing anything at this stage, because there's so much to explore in this painting, and as I work into it slowly and subtly, it will develop. It will tell me what to do. And now those purples may be a bit harsh, but I'm going to put some browns over them as well to quieten them down a little bit. And by just cleaning the cloth, I have a cloth there, and I just clean the brush, rub it in, clean the brush, and keep it dry. And this is all with linseed oil, all these washes, because this painting will probably go through quite a few glaze sessions to build up texture and to let the initial texture show and the new textures as it dries again. Because after this I'm going to leave it to sit again for another week and work on the other one tomorrow, another painting. So I'm working on quite a few of them at the same time, because of the pure drying time of the linseed oil. It needs to dry, because you don't want to get it to become too muddy. So at this stage it's just a very today I'm only adding blues and a little bit of burnt sienna into the painting. And as it grows and speaks to me and relaxes, it will eventually dictate to me what it wants me to do with it. Because to be honest with you, I have no idea. All I know, well, I do have an idea, but all I know is that I want it to be a cool painting, as in a cool color painting. So it's going to be predominantly blues, but classy blues, not just blues with browns in them. So it has a nice soft blue effect. And I like what's happening there with the turquoises, so I may just keep those in and keep it fresh, so that it has a nice contrast, and all those lovely textures and things that have developed on their own. I actually want to try and keep as much of it as possible, so at the end of the day the painting will have a nice textured feel, and it'll be like eye candy areas where you can just go into with your eye and just sort of disappear. Because the starting point of reference for this whole exhibition I'm working on is going to be, of course, using the universe and star dust and star and nebulas and all these lovely shapes that happen in the universe. So it does kind of free things up. Here I'm also just adding a bit of brown to the purples and then rubbing it off with a cloth as well, so it almost just stains the color. It doesn't really sit too much, because I want it to be quite translucent and thin at this stage. So as I build the painting up over time, it creates a beautiful depth, and paintings, the colors mix themselves on the actual painting, because the stuff that's put on 2 weeks before doesn't move. So as you put the new colors on, they settle over the old colors and create their own tones and things. That bronze, okay, this is it. You can see these paintings from different angles, so I'm going to look at it from the top, the side and the bottom. And this was then the end of this little session. So let this guy sleep for another week or two, and then I'll come back to it again. Right.